Welcome back to another episode of the Bear Trap, a Bears podcast by a Bears fan. I'm your host, Terry, and today going to look at the New Orleans Saints game again. This time we're going to watch our defense versus the Saints offense, and we're going to try to get through most of the first half drives. I think that'll be a good place to start. Well, I guess most of their touchdowns when it's the second half, but these things tend to go long, so we'll just break that down and maybe look at a couple touchdowns. But before we get started, I want to shout out to Al Gordon, my first Patreon supporter. Thank you for supporting the channel financially. If you're listening, Al, message me on Patreon. Send me some of, your little background. I want to do a little profile feature for you on one of these episodes. So, right, with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. So again, we'll just look at the defense. So we'll be bouncing around, but it'll be coach film. So we'll kind of see what's going on. I won't try to spend too much time breaking it down. All right, so the first play of their first drive ended up being a run. About 3 yards on that play, I believe. Not a big gain. And we got the good end zone view to see what happened. Eddie Goldman's doing a good job. Bilal's getting blown off the ball. Trevathan is swallowed, and really, Latavius Murray ends up tripping. If that's what I saw correctly. So Floyd does a good job of blowing his man into the gap. And his man ends up tripping Latavius. So Latavius could have got some yards, but Leonard Floyd right there with a good play. And if you watch these, you'll know that the edge play makes all the difference, whether it's our defense or the opposite defense. The edge play not getting washed out is one of the big reasons you can stop the run. So second down, we got a play action screen. Gets a decent amount of yardage. So let's go back. This will give us the coverage angle. I could never tell Clinton Dix and Eddie Jackson apart. So the linebackers don't bite at all. So that's good. They see the screen develop. And I can't see who that is. I believe that's Roquan that got there first. So we'll watch the end zone view. But looks like Murray does a good job of just kind of waiting for his blocks to set up. But we'll see here. Slow. Yeah, Roquan. Now, why Roquan didn't come up and make that tackle? I'm not trying to pick on Roquan. I'm just calling out what I see. Roquan, you'll see, just hesitates. And the blocker comes and get him. He could have made the tackle. So they get an extra few yards off of that. So now it's third down. 3rd and 1. So 3rd and short. 21 personnel. We got all our guys pretty much up on the line of scrimmage. Little toss play, and we get the stop. Nice play. So we'll take a look from the end zone view. What we got. So, again, a little bit of a toss. Bilal does okay, but kind of gets in Roquan's way, but still fights. Trevathan's in a great position. Matt cleans it up. Just a good job on the front by Bilal. Even though Roquan kind of got washed up in that. So 4th down and 1. Yeah, they punt it. So we'll jump. Why is this? That was stupid. So we'll jump to their next possession. So 1st down. Under center, looks like 12 personnel. Play action. Ends up being completed. So let's take a look at the coverage. We saw Leonard Floyd was there. Almost could have had that. So we only got 2 receivers to that side. Ends up in the 2 route. And so really we had all these guys for these 2. So breaks towards the post. That's there. And really you just had Prince playing deep. And we know he's not the fastest. So he's trying to take away anything to the sideline because his safety help is inside and he can't get beat deep. So he's standing over the top. Bridgewater just with a good timing pass, not a lot of arm strength on there, but good timing. He threw it early enough before Prince could break on it. I guess we could have looked at the pass rush, but won't spend too much time. So 1st down and 10 after that pass play. Still behind midfield. Under center again. This time we got to run. Nice pickup. Khalil Mack ultimately with that tackle. Let's see what we get. Really like this Saints O-line, by the way. So we got a little outside zone. Floyd really does his job, makes it bounce back. And really, Mack just didn't have a great tackle, but he still made the play. But Murray just, was able to gain some yards on that after the contact. So 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5. Looks like 12 personnel. They got Taysom Hill in, or 11 personnel, excuse me. Another run play. Not sure what the flag is, so we'll just look at the play. Little wildcat. Little inside zone. Not a bad job by Roquan. He kind of gets pushed forward again. Not a lot of strength, not a lot of stopping power, but not a terrible job. So the flag was on them, 2nd and 15. Get backed up a little bit. Time for the Bears to take advantage of that, or, could take advantage of that. We're in a cover 3, got 1 safety deep. And Teddy has all day, ends up throwing it away. So now let's look at the pass rush because Teddy was there just all day long. I wonder if there was another flag. So we got 5 guys up, playing deep. Roquan's probably bumped out, but we only got 1 guy over the middle. So we only rushed 3. Who is that on the other side? I think that's Roy Robert Harris. Not a great pass rush, but we only rushed 3, so he had all day, but we had good coverage, so kind of is what it is. This play is blown dead. So 3rd and 20 now. 3rd and super long. Saints shooting themselves in the foot. Another rush 3 type situation. Play it safe, get them down, make them punt. Screenplay, nothing too big to see there. So defense doing his job early on, definitely. I believe, this was after the turnover. And so one thing I'll say, and this is not a real excuse, but understand we were behind the 8 ball every time on offense. Meaning that our starting field position was not great. And so a lot of the high scoring teams and the high offenses that everybody talks about, they usually get put in short fields and then they cash in. And so as much as people think, that's a high flying offense, they just make big plays and fly down the field. That's not always the case. Most of the time they get short fields, and we didn't really get that. And so you saw the Saints get a turnover against us, and now you got short field. This is where you want to cash in. So anyway, first down was a run. Nice little gain. Let's see what we got. I forgot 76's name. But he was getting bullied that game. So right now, another little zone. Nick Williams is getting manhandled. he was getting blown off the ball. Nick Williams starts here and ends up down there, even though we slanted a little bit. So then again, I don't know if Trevathan is any different, but Roquan, he gets in the right spot but doesn't come downhill, kind of waits for it, and then makes the tackle. And Murray continues to fall forward to get extra yardage. So 2nd and 6, it was a 4-yard game, modest gain. 2nd down, doubles, shotgun. Mike Williams, or Mike Thomas, my bad, being Mike Thomas. So a quick little pass play. Looking at the pass rush, nothing immediate. And again, it's a quick timing thing. And really, it's just get the ball to a playmaker and see if he can make a play. So actually, let me go back to the coverage. So we'll see. Kyle Fuller's off. We usually play about 5 yards off. And it was interesting because usually Fuller breaks on that really fast. So Fuller just didn't really break on it. And again, it was a short route, about a 5-yard curl. And he, ready for a double move. But still, he waited a long time to come up. And usually a short tackler. But again, Mike Thomas is a playmaker. He's able to turn that into a nice game. But you want to see Fuller break up on that a little faster. All right, so that should be a first down. So, yep, 1st and 8 in the white zone, as I call it. 21 personnel. They motion out. Toss play. Initially stopped, but stays up and finds a little bit of running room. I believe that was Prince that came up and made that initial contact. So they run a sweet play. Good job by Prince taking on the force. Now you just want him to wrap up. Khalil Mack, man, it's a lot of plays that aren't sacks that he makes. He's a stud in the run game. Like, people do not give him enough credit for that. So, all in all, I think he just got a 1-yard gain. But again, still in the white zone. 2nd down. Added a shotgun. Pass batted down. Another quick throw. Nick Williams just gets his hand up. I used to really, especially as a D-line coach, I used to hate the whole bat in the pass thing, but I've come to really appreciate the art of it. You really do got to have time and understand when to do it. All right, so that's a tutty. So let's see what we got. Got 3 to one side out of the shotgun. Tight end immediately goes flat. This is a little bit of a pick play, but I wouldn't say it's exactly a pick play. So he just ran a flat route. End up being open. Let's see who's covering what. Mack, I'm assuming, is rushing. Screen goes vertical. I'm guessing it's this linebacker, but again, I don't know this coverage, so I can't tell you. Eddie Jackson is back. It's hard to tell. Somebody didn't do something because we didn't blitz. So screen looks like he's definitely supposed to take this inside guy. And I'm guessing it's the linebacker's job to take anything coming flat. And then Kyle has this outside and Eddie has this inside. But the way the linebacker drops, I don't know. Hard to tell, especially in the end zone. But miscommunication there because we had guys just kind of covering nothing. But that's the way the play was designed. It was designed for everybody to find the attention on these guys going vertical. So only the Bears know whose fault that was. All right, so that was a touchdown. So we'll go to the next drive. This still the first quarter? It is still the first quarter. All right, so backed up. Little handoff, decent little gain. Back up to the end zone view, see what we got. So now we got these three tight. Aaron Lynch is in. Trash. But anyway, another movement zone. Presses, then bounces back through the A gap. Eddie Jackson ends up coming in to make the play. Let's see. Well, here's the issue. We only got one linebacker in here. So that means Eddie Jackson is responsible. So Trevathan has this gap. Eddie Jackson comes down for this gap. And he makes his play. I'm not mad at Eddie. Really what it is the lineman. 97 Nick Williams is getting a little bit too much moved off the ball. And that's where that space comes from. But we close down and make the tackle. 4-yard gain, so a pretty good game. All right, 2nd and 6. We'll roll out. Wondering if that was a smash route. Yep. Flag here, a little underneath there. Kyle Fuller's playing off again, taking advantage of that cushion. Man, I don't know what Fuller was doing. Like, you see him? I don't know what he's worried about behind him or what, but he's not being decisive. If you watch me break down his All-Pro film session last season, one of the reasons he was so good is he's very decisive on breaking on routes. So yeah, no pass rush really. Isaiah Irvin has no idea what he's covering. But a lot of times you see people just covering nothing. Like, he's just looking at the quarterback. If he was looking at the receiver, he would have been there. Because he would have knew where he was running to. So anyway, 3rd and short. Looks like a flag. Drop pass anyway. So 4th and 2. After they declined the penalty. Saints shot themselves in the foot a lot. So anyway, going to the 2nd quarter now. 1st and 10. Little out route. Nothing too major. Buster screens on that play. Mike Thomas was in the slot. Got Prince pressed up. That's interesting. So you got no outside help here. But again, I think Buster makes a good play. As good as you're going to get. I mean, Mike Thomas goes up and gets that. And all you can do is immediately tack him. So 4-yard gain, short little pass, 2nd down. Incomplete pass. Nice little concept there. So he had the outbreaking route, and Kyle Fuller jumps it. Jumps it. Now he does have a safety over the top, so he's able to play that. And so that's Buster there. This might be quarters coverage. Yeah, definitely quarters coverage, which means both of these guys is deep, so he's able to gamble a little bit here. He jumps that route. Eddie's still over there. Nice decision by Teddy. A little bit more accurate. That would have been a complete pass. All right, so should be third down and medium. All right, nowhere to really throw. Good coverage. Let's check it out. Got some type of cover 3 robber. Deep middleman. We got a vert play with a little bit of a flag route or deep out, whatever you want to call it. And just really good coverage. Nowhere for Teddy to go. Ends up flushed out. Got a little bit of a blitz that didn't do much at all. And yeah, we forced the first down. Say that fast, anybody. Force the first down. Force the first down. Force the first down. Or fourth down, sorry. So, oh, never mind. Take it back. Guess he ended up picking that up after breaking that tackle. Because they did challenge it, and then they end up giving them the first. So the drive continues. Play action. And a one-man route. Well, is that? I think that is a one-man route. A one-man route. But he's really one-on-one with the safety. A lot of space. Linebackers were sucked up. Eddie Jackson does a good job of darn near getting right to the spot. But again, that's watching the quarterback and not watching the receiver in zone. He goes up to the run, just getting back, staring. Oh, he saw the receiver. Never mind. He looked back, and that's why he got right to the spot. But Teddy just got it there. That's what the play action will do for you. You hate to see it, but that's what happens. One-man route. Because we're so concerned about the run because they've been getting good gains on us. So a first down. Past midfield, I believe. Or, yeah, past midfield. So in the green zone, as I call it. Teddy just eats that one. No one open. Not even sure what they were running. See, we got 4 receivers. Yeah, I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure what that was. Looked like they weren't even running the routes fully. Some type of vertical, 4 vertical concept though. So 2nd and 10 under center again. And you see that's where they be getting their. That's where they're getting their success when they can turn, hide the ball. You don't know if it's a handoff or it's a play action. And as I said in the division breakdown, a lot of teams, all 3 teams in our division are under center a lot. And you're starting to see that swing back in the NFL. I meant to slow it. It did not want to do it. So just a nice route by Mike Thomas. I wouldn't say he burnt Prince or anything. Prince is playing outside leverage, trying to stay over the top. But he has to worry about that speed. And just a real nice break. Prince isn't able to react that fast. And a nicely thrown ball. But if you go to end zone view, I guarantee you he didn't have much pressure. Excuse me. And that's what it always comes down to. So we get that play action. Well, Khalil was kind of there, but after that play action, he had a decent amount of time. So first down, headed into the red zone. Under center again, 4 receivers. Oh, man, hand the ball off. Big gain, or nice little gain. So let's see what we got. We got Isaiah Irvin and Aaron Lynch in, 3 down on the line. So our regular 3-4 alignment. Linebackers, come down. So now you got Trevathan doing the same thing that Roquan does, and that's sitting there watching the play. And not only do they gain yards when you wait, but you also are giving the blockers time to get to you. Right now they're doubling him. You should be shooting this gap. But by the time you come up, there's a blocker there. Now he's got even more yards. And then on the edge, we got a receiver on the linebacker. That's freaking terrible. Now, I understand keeping the outside shoulder free, but you got to know when to collapse that. I'm not even going to go back to the play. So 6-yard gain. Going empty, second and short. And just taking advantage of the cushion. Much like we did. But different types of plays. And you get a blitz there. Nice reaction by Teddy. Able to pick up in that dead space. Let's see it from the end zone view. So we end up vacating that space. That's open. That's open. And really, he probably should have went to Mike Thomas. But either way, good job recognizing the blitz. So 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're on a drive now. Taysom Hill. Doesn't get much. Let's see what that looks like. A lot harder when it's just the quarterback running because there's no action. So it's like we know exactly who has the ball and we're going to run to him. So good job on the outside. Just basically forcing him back. And again, when you play zone or when you run a zone, it's all about backside pursuit. So the front side or play side does their side. He has to bounce back right into our defenders. So they lose 3 yards on that. 2nd and 13. Still in, right outside the red zone, technically. See, 2 tight ends out of the shotgun. Now, they had some good pressure on that one, actually. But this is one of the missed plays where it could have been a tutty. So let's see what happens, shall we? Yeah, Buster, as you can see, Buster takes the step to the outside because he believes he has inside safety help, which he should from Eddie Jackson. Or not Eddie, from Ha-Ha. Ha-Ha's just too late. And wasn't a bad drive on the ball, but he was a little too late. Now, you got 3 to this side. I'm not sure what he's playing. And so, yeah. Now, here's what I would say. If it's me, it's the way I understand coverage. You got these 3. You want to apex these 2. So, apex means if, kind of like a triangle. So, if these 2 guys go vertical, you want to apex and get in the middle of these 2 so you can play both sides. He's just sticking right here with number 3. So now he has so much space to cover that he barely gets there. And so the play is incomplete, but it was close. Let's see the pass rush on this. I mean, Floyd and Khalil Mack turning it up. Good job on the edges. So we get away with that one, but it will come back. It will come back. So 3rd down this time right outside the red zone for receivers. This time not a lot of pressure. Incomplete pass. 4th down. All right, so we make it out of that one, I believe. Yep. And so this we're getting towards the end of the 2nd quarter. And again, another nice run, or nice game, I should say. And that's, it all accumulates. It adds up. So they got an extra lineman in here, 21 personnel basically. Fullback. We got our 3-4 alignment. Now coming up the gut. Now Roquan comes downhill this time, blows it up, but then the backside opens up. So let's see who was the culprit. So this is play side, and Roquan does a great job. He makes him bounce. So you're going to see a double here. I want to see where Trevathan comes, and this guy gets blown off the ball. So Trevathan just kind of gets himself into the wash. Backside Floyd makes a nice contact, but Murray driving his feet. That's tough. And that's why I hate the 3-4. Honestly, that's why I hate the 3-4. All right, so second down. We'll complete pass over the middle. 4 down linemen, so in nickel. Not too much pressure. Curl route with 2 verts. Dangerous throw. Around 3 people, but ends up making it. So I wouldn't even say we weren't in position, because we were. Trevathan's there. Who else is that? Buster's there. He peels off, but Teddy ends up getting it off in time. All right, short little throw. First down and 10. 5 minutes left. Right around midfield, under center, 4 receivers. Play action again. I'm guessing the linebackers were nowhere to be found. Yep, they suck up. And that's textbook offense right there, man. Run well, play action, suck the linebackers up, and then, as my coach used to say, hit them where they ain't. Linebackers suck up. Boom. And the thing is, we don't play a lot of man coverage. And so our corners aren't the fastest, so they're backpedaling and giving cushion for speed. So you could always break underneath them and get those yardage. First down with a toss, nothing doing. Weird play, because there's nobody there. There's no fullback or tight end or anything. That's good pursuit. And like I always say, like up the middle, we struggling. But on the outside perimeter game, we usually are really good at stopping the run. So 2nd and 10. Heading into the red zone. 4 receivers. No pressure. Touchdown. Oh, no, he dropped it. Sorry. And again, let's see what happens here. That is Eddie Jackson, our boy, who has vastly improved. But, man, why does it not want to go slow when I want it to? All right, Eddie. He's playing deep. He's got his eyes on something, but he's late. The thing is, he's got his eyes on something, but there's a man running right past you. And you got Prince, so he needs help. You feel Teddy just running past you. And I guarantee you they did not leave Prince one-on-one with Teddy again. So, again, they give Eddie that ability to gamble and play a little bit of a robber. But, that's why they call it a gamble. They do a little stunt. O-line picks it up. Yeah, Saints O-line is legit. And they got a lot of players that I love coming out of the draft. I would say actually 4. I didn't know Teron Armstead, but the other four I definitely were fans of. It's a little slant play, 3rd and 10. Surprised they went with the slant. They was hoping he would catch and run. Prince makes a good tackle. And we get off the field. And we're doing a good job. I mean, there's definitely some issues, but we were definitely doing a good job in that first half. All right, so yeah, basically the last drive before the half. Or, yeah, basically. Short little check down. Nothing spectacular. We are 2nd and 5. Behind midfield. Less than 2 minutes left. Ball batted down. Nice pass rush. We got movement. We had a blitz, but nice movement on the line. We wasn't getting a lot of that. 3rd down. Skipped ahead too far. Incomplete pass. All right, that will do it. So I know we've been going long, so I'm going to put up another video and talk about the touchdowns exclusively. So go to the comment section. Let me know what you think. Share it around. Get the conversation started. Thumbs up, subscribe. Remember, stay up and bear down.